Yep, he just hit the bird omen. Oh, that was clean. Well, you better.
So it's a power slide putting your hand down?
Yes, 180.
Welcome back to another episode of the Steebee Weebee Show. We have a very special guest tonight on the podcast. Please welcome for the first time, director and photographer, Enkrypt. Woo! What's up?
What's cracking?
So we finally got you. We got hip to you through your homie Rivery. So shout out to Rivery.
Yeah, shout out to Rev.
And y'all grew up together?
Yeah, we grew up together.
Whereabouts on the east?
In Highland Park.
Highland Park.
Northeast LA.
Northeast LA. Yeah. Same street and everything?
No, I actually moved to Highland Park when I was about 16.
Mm-hmm.
And,
from where?
Lincoln Heights.
Oh.
And I was actually homeless for a little bit. So
you were homeless?
Yeah.
How many years? Like how long?
About 8 months.
How did you survive?
Until I turned 18 and I was able to get my own crib.
That's what's up.
You know what's so fucked up? You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's so fucked up. Like, you can be homeless and have money, you know, and still not be able to have anywhere to live.
Where do you sleep at night?
Yeah, because I went too quick, but I used to drug deal when I was little because I had no way of
Would
getting
you slang
by.
weed?
Yeah, slang weed and other weird stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah, I had to do what you had to do.
Yeah, I had to do what I had to do. But I had the money to not sleep in my car. I had a car. I was, like, really young, and I had a car already off all the hustles. And I had money to stay somewhere and to rent somewhere, but nowhere where they would rent to me because I was 16.
16.
And then nowhere I couldn't get a hotel room because I wasn't of age.
Yeah.
So I was forced to literally live on the streets. Even if I had like $60, I would like have to hire a bum to get a hotel for me and pay him and then be able to. But then
would you hit him up? Would you give him a little money too for doing that?
That's what I had. Not because because I wanted to be nice. I had to.
Oh, it was a part of the deal.
Yeah. They're not gonna do it just because they feel like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what's like? Didn't you get into? There's some. Living on the streets, like there's a lot of dangers. Can you mention some of the dangers that?
Everything. Every night I slept in my car when we didn't have anywhere to sleep. Me and my partner at the time, and if it wasn't there, I had to like constantly find places to sleep. So I would have to ask friends and their moms, and it was the most awkward thing ever to be like, "Oh, you're gonna have to ask my mom, like, if you can sleep over again." And I'll be like, "I have to say, okay, can I sleep over?" You know?
Yeah, but what if that never went down? Do you go to a park or something?
I'll sleep in the car. I had my own little car, so I would sleep there.
So aren't there other dangers
and I would sleep in RVs. So my partner's families, they were on drugs, so we would just jump from RV to RV or hotel to hotel, and sometimes they just wouldn't answer the phone, so we had nowhere to sleep. And yeah, I had to sleep in the car or whatever.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she was crazy. If it wasn't
especially in LA too, because it's not like Midwest. There's dangers out here. Yeah, right? There's a lot of gangs.
I grew up in a gang, freaking infested neighborhood, so like, I was affiliated too. I was kind of like.
Wait, just because of being on the street?
You're kind of forced into it. Not only
what do you mean by that? Just.
You have to
association.
Hustle. Yeah, association. Everyone I grew up with were all gang members. All my families were all gang affiliated.
So it's just your
environment. You literally have no choice.
No choice.
Yeah, you have no choice.
What if you
then not only that, but they love you, and those are the people that love you. So you can't be like, oh, because you're a gang member, I'm not gonna hang out.
So
with
is
you.
It really like La Familia?
Yeah,
like his family.
You actually love them, and there's people I grew up with that I never thought were gonna be like freaking killers one day, and They are. And
You
it
knew them as kids
sucks.
and everything?
Yeah, I have a lot of my cousin right now is in jail for murder. And
That's crazy.
And he got lost in the
the
sauce.
mix. Yeah,
And he got lost in the sauce and in the surreal reality that they live in the streets. And I seen it because it was addicting.
Yeah.
It was addicting to like not know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Living on edge. Just being able to do drugs and not have anyone tell you anything.
Yeah.
Nobody judges you. You would be in a room full of everyone who does drugs, so it wouldn't feel horrible. It
That's
would feel
crazy.
and those are the people you grow to love. You get conversations. You start getting like more embedded into their story, and then you feel bad and you don't want to leave them behind. And next thing you know, you got like 3 people homeless together.
That's
and then, like,
crazy. That's reality, huh?
Yeah, that's like some real shit. Yeah.
So, okay, what if are there any situations where, let's say, a kid grows up on that street, but they want to like play soccer or like pursue something else? Do they have a choice, or do they get a pass? Or anything?
I guess. Well, I'm not gonna say my life was completely like horrible. I'm the one who decided to be homeless.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I got kicked out of my house when I was 16 for being gay. Well, I'm bisexual, but they didn't understand that.
What, your mom and dad?
My dad.
Your dad?
My dad threw me out on the streets. Yeah.
So he's more traditional Latino,
Super,
like, you know what I mean?
He thought he was gonna be able to handle it. When he finally saw me with the opposite sex, he couldn't handle it, and
It tripped him out, or what?
yeah,
He was
and
just
he pretty much said like it's either you leave them or you both out of here. And I was like,
That's
I'm not gonna
crazy.
leave. I'm
No,
not gonna leave them
so
on
you
the streets.
stood-
So I stood my ground. I said,
Stood your
all right,
ground.
I guess I'm gonna have to go too. And he threw all my shit out and said, get the fuck out.
That's
and then that was
crazy.
it. So yeah,
That's
that's why I was
crazy.
homeless, because I was gay. You know, it's so fucked up. But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so there's a lot of me out there right now, even right now, like not being able to tell their parents that they're gay because they're afraid they're gonna be homeless, and like that shit's some real shit.
It's real.
Yeah. Like,
Now,
that
how
happened to
did
me.
you? Because you're doing a lot better now. Like, how
yeah.
did you get out of that
Fuck.
lifestyle?
Well, I had a lot of mentors in school.
you want to give them a little shout out or
yeah,
anything?
shout out
teachers or
shout out to
counselors?
all my teachers, to my counselor.
What,
Like,
high school or
yeah,
Go
Franklin. I'm a true Panther graduate, 2009.
what high
Franklin,
school?
Franklin High School.
So shout out to Franklin High School.
Yeah.
You know, LA
I love
Unified.
everybody there. Everybody was so fucking awesome. If it wasn't for my counselors, my teachers, and everybody who helped me, I wouldn't be anybody right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't be shit without them. Like,
So
honestly.
they gave you some good lessons.
Yeah. They were always there. They knew I was homeless. They knew I was like and like really involved in gangs. They knew how smart I was at the same time.
Yeah.
So they would always push me like into like cool programs and
Yeah.
internships, and always had me doing shit all the time. So I wasn't really involved in school too. I was
That's
like
crazy.
I was in basketball. I was like in every freaking club you could think of.
Yeah.
And still homeless and still working at Subway.
Right,
That's how I
right.
got by. I worked
That's
at
what's
Subway.
up, man. I was
yeah.
at Jamba Juice here on Melrose.
That's cool.
Jamba Juice, Fat Sal's. I did that too.
That's sick.
IHOP, waiter, did it all.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
people don't
sold,
realize that
I sold the internet. I sold Dish
It's hard.
Network.
Those jobs are hard though. Huh?
Yeah.
'Cause
They,
you have
they
to-
mold you, and then
you have to be nice.
and
Here
you have
go,
to just
sir.
take it. Service jobs make you like humble you like so much.
Say that one more time to the camera.
Service fucking jobs humble you so much. Like I don't.
Okay, I
I'm
gotta
not.
tap you out for that.
I'm not.
That's-
I'm
that's
not like.
amazing.
I'm not a dick to anybody that serves me. My mom was a waitress for a long time. I tip. I fucking make sure like they know that I appreciate them going out of their way to do whatever the fuck it is. Like,
Right.
my mom used to do it all the time, and people wouldn't give a fuck, and I'll be like, "Damn, y'all crazy!" Like she comes, she busts her ass in each table to make sure you're having a good
So,
experience.
she worked
and,
hard.
and sets her whole like feelings aside just to serve somebody every fucking day.
That's
you know.
crazy.
So yeah.
Did you grow up with
shout out.
siblings, brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have one sister, older sister.
Just give her a shout out now.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, that's cool. So is this because I've never had I this platform I've had a variety of different people like musicians, DJs, comedians, but I haven't had any graffiti people.
Yeah.
Did you grow up around that
Yeah.
world too?
Yeah. So did Rev. Actually, Reverie was a
She did mention
Yeah.
a crew or something.
yeah PUG Pinup Girls Crew.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Will you
I
describe-
was from Pinup Girls Crew.
Okay, that's
yeah.
what's up.
Yeah.
So how do you get into that?
Oh, that's funny.
Because that's a different
so,
world too,
yeah,
right?
it's a different world. So there's a whole like it's funny. It's like
Because there's your gang thing, but then graffiti's separate.
yeah. So I'll say there's tag banging crews, and then there's
Okay, what's the difference with
so-
tag begging and
and
regular begging?
so tagging crew is just completely graffiti, like
all
all about
graffiti.
the art.
Getting up.
Getting up. And tag banging is when they start crossbreeding both graffiti with gangs. So now, like,
That's a real sticky gray area, isn't it?
that one's scary because what happens with tag bangers, crews become the prerequisite to a gang.
Oh, they prep you.
Yeah.
It's like your junior varsity.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
yeah, junior
exactly.
you're
junior,
JV.
You're rookie.
And then you have people
You have the
scouting.
big donkey.
And then people are scouting you.
Yep.
Like
And
the
then-
big OGs.
Yeah, the big OGs, and they start seeing if you're ready, and then they start luring you in more and more.
What do they start doing? Like, hey, come on this mission.
Yeah, come this mission. Oh no, they start telling you this. I love you. You're great. You're amazing.
They do that.
Yeah, they're like
so they
predators.
do with kindness.
Yeah.
So it's psychological.
Yeah, they make you love them so much, and they fucking look out for you. And
Do they buy you meals?
And they probably do end up loving you because even them, they're fucked up in the head too. Like everybody's fucked up in the head out there.
But it's
you know?
real.
And it's like, I was there because I didn't have love from anybody.
But they gave you love?
And they gave me love, so I was just there because I wanted to just be around the laughter and the I got your back, and no matter what happens,
Loyalty.
to you, I
Would you
got
say
you.
it's loyalty, right?
Yeah, so you just kind of get accustomed to that, and you don't trust anybody else, and then you realize like, oh shit, now we're throwing up gang signs out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, you know what I mean? And then next thing you know, you're in a fucking gang. You get jumped the next thing you're in. Like, I never officially was part of a gang. I was in a tag banging crew, and then Pinup Girls crew was a tagging crew.
How deep were you guys?
The girls?
Yeah, the girls.
So we had an all-girl crew.
So it's PUG?
PUG, Pinup Girls crew.
Pug.
Yeah, pug.
That's dope.
That's what we write. Yeah.
Oh, then maybe with T-shirts with the pug dog.
Yeah, we used to rock pugs. That was our thing. Yeah.
Are those shoes?
No, like just pugs. Anything pugs.
Anything pugs.
Like if there was little fucking,
That's
little dog
crazy.
would rock them,
And then did you have a name? Like, what was your name? Like, because you come up with aliases, don't you?
Yeah. I had a few, but they never really stuck. I had Chio. They would diss me by calling me Chiho. They would say fucked up shit to me.
And then would you get where
hell yeah.
where would
That's
you
a streak.
Yeah, where would you get stuff like she got me this.
Yeah.
But yeah, where would you get stuff like, because this is
in Pasadena at Blix.
And so how would you come up? We
would rack them.
Okay, describe to the listeners and viewers, what does racking, because they might not know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You grab the shit and you fucking run. Like,
that's called racking?
yeah, you just rack them. Yeah. We
So-
used to do that at Home Depot too.
So do you come in with
With
disguises
Rustos.
and backpack, like JanSport?
Yeah.
Like a backpack?
Oh, sometimes we'll be ruthless. We'll go to Home Depot and we'll carry a JanSport and throw all the Rustos in there because those are not caged.
What is a Rusto?
The brand. So the acrylics were always
That's spray paint.
the spray paint. So the
Yeah.
acrylics were always caged, and the Rustos.
So
and
locked up.
Yeah, and then the acrylics and the freaking Krylons and those were always locked up, but the dollar cans and the Rustos weren't. So we would just rack a bunch of Rustos in the dollar cans.
Holy
So Home Depot
smokes.
has their own.
That's what's up.
They're smart. Home Depot's like,
Oh,
you
they
know
caught
what?
on. They caught on,
They
especially
caught
in LA,
on,
right?
And they
In
made
LA.
their own spray can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're the dollar cans.
That's crazy.
And they suck bad. They're
So,
not good. They drip.
Oh, they drip.
Yeah, it's
So
gross.
you know about like fat cat, like there's a whole world in that, right?
Yeah, it's a whole.
It's
I'm
a
not.
whole
I'm not. I
subculture.
just sound like I'm really good, but I'm okay.
But
Reverie would help me finish my letters because I
Oh, she
wasn't that
would?
good. Yeah, I was.
So did you like what would a
She
mission
was a
be?
legend.
Like would you go after midnight? You go out, hit the freeway?
No,
like,
sometimes it'll be during the day.
during the day.
Yeah.
How do you get away with that?
You just do. You run.
Huh?
You just run.
You just run. Is there an adrenaline rush when you?
Yeah, that's what keeps you going. It's kind of like it becomes a drug. It's literally.
It's
a
like
drug.
dopamine. Like
yeah,
oh, dude.
literally a drug. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hiding, running from cops, jumping fences, screaming while you're running, like all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I
What-
just have this whole.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's cool,
So
yeah.
what makes? How do you get? Just what does all city mean? Go ahead.
What do you mean all city?
Like I heard that term, like oh he's all city or all or like if you get up a lot or something.
Oh yeah. So if you're everywhere, I guess they call you all city. I haven't heard that term in so long.
Oh, is that?
I don't know, but I'm not in the graffiti world
Right.
anymore, so I
Right.
wouldn't
It's
even
just
know.
interesting because we don't have no one. We don't
Yeah.
really talk about it a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So when did you? Okay, so you did that with Rivery, but then when did you, like, get into like what you're doing now? Like, The hip hop, the videos,
fuck.
directing.
It's so weird. Okay, so besides me being homeless, being like all drug addicted, tag banging, in the midst of all that crazy shit, I was actually a really good student. I was a straight A student.
What was your favorite subject?
I was really into not subjects, more like things, like technology. I was into technology.
Computers and
yeah, computers.
Yeah. Editing too, right?
No, I didn't even learn editing until a couple of years ago.
But you learned it.
Yeah, but I learned it because I know software. Yeah, so I knew technology was gonna be my tick, and I like engineering, and I would always put shit apart and put it back together. And,
Yeah.
And I was artistic too, like I know how to draw and shit. Like,
so you're into. Can you? Because you have an amazing shirt on right now.
Yeah.
Can you like show the camera?
Yeah.
Like it's really dope. And
this is Brown Love.
Yeah.
This is my drop from a couple months ago. It was a Bobo Eatsta, the love story,
Damn, that's
and
insane.
the Aztec warrior and the princess.
You seen
Falling in love.
Apocalypto?
Yeah, that's
Great movie.
That type of vibe.
Yeah.
And
show them the back.
So I made a transformer version of that same. I didn't draw it. Shout out to my homegirl. Her name is Kimberly. She's from TJ. She
Oh, the mic. Can you put the
shit,
yeah.
sorry. My
good.
homegirl.
Yeah.
My homegirl from Mexico
Oh,
City.
that's what's up. Okay.
Help me make it.
And then where can people buy that right now?
Oh, they can't buy it anymore. It's sold out. But I'm gonna be
because
restocking.
that's a hot seller.
Thank you. I'm gonna be restocking in about a month. So you guys look out. These acid washes are really limited.
That's amazing. Even the lettering.
I know. Thank you.
That's amazing.
It's all custom.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I love it.
So that's like really art inspired.
Yeah.
That's
all my shit is like super.
Is
like,
it super like letters like that?
Yeah, it's dope. It's really my shit's
Dude,
really
it
dope.
looks dope.
I have a really cool drop that just finished called Be Fucking Nice.
Can we talk about that?
Be Fucking Nice is awesome.
Describe it. Go
just
ahead.
sold
Go
out.
ahead.
So, people always ask me like, "What's your secret to success? How is it the fuck that you get so far so quick?" With me, I've like since I was young, everything I do, I kind of elevated, or I ended up being like really good at it. So they're like, "How do you fucking get so quick, far up, and everything you do?" And I said, "Just be fucking nice." And I literally caught myself saying that so many times. Like being fucking nice will get you so far in life, you guys.
Yeah.
It's
When
not
did you
even
learn
funny.
that lesson?
Huh?
When did you learn that?
When I started seeing my sister's life crumble and go into shit, and then I realized it's because she wasn't a nice person.
Right.
So I grew up already with you know how you grow up and you start looking up to your brother and sister. You're like,
yeah.
oh, I want to be like them when I grow up.
Yeah, all the time.
I was the opposite. I was like, I do not want to be like that.
Oh, it's the opposite.
Yeah, so she taught me how not to be, and that's why I am who I am today.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I catch myself realizing that it was because I am a fucking good person, and just being fucking nice will get you so far, and that's how I got into life. So I said I'm gonna make a shirt inspired by that, so I made my own like.
That's so dope. And where can people? Do you have a website? I want to plug. I want to plug it real quick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
InscribebyEnkrypt.com. InscribebyEnkrypt.com.
Spell it out for him, like.
It's INSKRYBE by Enkrypt. ENKRYPT.
Yeah, it's
I said it all
Enkrypt
weird.
is spelled a little different. It's
It's with the K.
It's with the K, guys.
So it's inscribe and Enkrypt, but with the K. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could just look enkryptlosangeles.com.
Yeah. You know,
They both go through the same shit.
I just thought of a great idea. Maybe I just got a thought.
Yeah. Tell me.
What if you do a collab with have you heard of Esteban Oreo?
Oh yeah, of course I know him.
Yeah. Because
We're
I like
friends.
him. I'm a fan.
Shout out to Esteban.
Yeah, shout out to Esteban.
I love him.
You know,
He's great.
he was close to getting on here.
Yeah.
He was so busy though. But he
Yeah.
messaged me back.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, but that'd be cool if you guys do a collab.
Man, I wish. We
'Cause
should do an Esteban.
But
Esteban, if
he's
you're
up
watching
there,
this
huh?
shit. Yeah.
Is he the OG or what?
Yeah, he's the OG. That's who we all looked up to.
Everyone looks up in LA or what?
Yeah, that's our director, our photographer. He's the one who put a staple on.
He
LA
put everyone on the map,
photography.
huh? Yeah.
Exactly. I've had the pleasure being around him a few times and.
Oh, you
having
what? Like
church.
where? Like at events or what?
Actually, we met at a juvenile hall event.
What was that? What was that about?
So they invited us. Actually, Reverie was one of the guests, and the Orange County Correctional Facilities for juveniles invited us over to talk to their youth, and I went with her to photograph it and to just document the moment. And Esteban was there. And he did a whole portrait session on all the juvenile kids and had them blown up and had a whole art show for them to see themselves.
That's
it was
crazy.
fucking epic.
He takes really good
Film photos.
Photos
Yeah.
and
His
stuff.
his photos in general are amazing.
It's amazing, right?
So if you would, nobody's ever gonna get to see these portraits that I saw in person that he took of
why is
every.
that?
Because it's a whole. You can't get pictures out of prison.
Oh, right.
It's a whole.
There's rules and
Yeah,
regulations.
I've never even been able to share the photos I took. Only I took a portrait of him there and some portraits of Reverie at the juvenile hall that actually got cleared.
Yeah.
But there were only like 3 images, and I took pictures of a bunch of kids and
That's
everything.
crazy.
They even did a whole little performance, a little monologue, and it was
drama?
beautiful. Yeah,
Wow,
the kids in
the kids
jail,
in there?
Yeah.
So they had to memorize lines.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And they wrote their own pieces. It was the most. I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk. I think I'm fine talking about it. Anyways,
Yeah.
it was
Well, no,
amazing.
That's a positive thing. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a program they have.
I'm like, they were so exclusive about
Yeah,
it. You know?
yeah.
But it was beautiful though.
No,
That's how we met.
So shout out to Estevan. You're always welcome here, Estevan. We're huge fans of yours.
Should come through.
Yeah, please come through. Like, as far as music, like, what kind of music did you grow up like listening to? I'm sure it had an inspiration on you. To this day.
Yeah, everything. I'm everything. I was a rocker fool. I was a
Like, what kind of rock
I was
groups?
a chola fool.
Yeah.
You know, I was everything. I
Yeah.
don't know. Why we used to listen to everything. I don't know. From alternative to metal
Yeah.
to punk.
So like even
We-
Iron Maiden and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like
I
Led
like that.
Zeppelin
I
and-
love the Let Out dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
Metallica.
Yeah.
I don't know, Nirvana.
What
Red
about
Hot
like
Chili
the
Peppers.
new wave, like the whole like synthesizers?
Nah,
no.
I'm good. I
Okay.
just the furthest out goes probably like Skrillex. You know, I
Yeah.
love shout out to Skrillex. He's from Highland Park too,
Really?
and so is Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish?
Yeah, she's from Highland Park.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't know
and
that.
so is Bobo from Cypress Hill.
Shout out to Cypress Hill, Be Real, and yeah, Send Dog.
Insane in the membrane.
So you, I mean, they probably had a influence on. I mean,
Yeah, and I'm so fucking blessed to say I'm friends with Bobo. Shout out to Bobo.
doesn't he play like?
He's a drummer.
He's
yeah.
like, doesn't he play the congos
Yeah,
live?
me and him
that
have
dude's-
dinner at his house. He be
Oh, you
whipping
know him
it
like
up.
that?
Yeah, we have dinner. He be cooking it up for me.
He's from your neighbor, like.
Yeah, he's from my neighborhood, from Highland Park.
What?
Hey, the world's
So
crazy.
Cypress Hill's from that area?
Yeah, Bobo is. Yeah, Bobo grew up in Highland Park.
Where's Sin Dog and Be Real from?
I think in more Pico, but LA. They're all from LA.
So on the east.
yeah.
That's crazy.
I think Pico. I'm gonna say it wrong. Sorry, Be Real. Don't be mad.
Oh, right.
I'm not sure, but I just know Bobo's from
Yeah.
Highland Park.
Have you met Sin or Be Real?
Yeah, I've been around them.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I need to hear. I need to hear about. I'm a fan. I'm gonna need to hear.
I followed them on
Go
tour
ahead,
a
go
couple
ahead.
years ago.
Yeah.
And then actually me and Bobo became friends. We met in Paris about
We're in Europe.
yeah.
Holy.
So I-
How'd
so I-
you ended up in Europe?
Yeah, I've been tour. I'm Reverie's tour manager
That's
as well.
great. Oh, okay, we're gonna get to all that too.
Yeah, so we've
But-
been to like 14 countries.
That's
But in one of
crazy.
those tours, I met Bobo in Paris.
And was he
and,
nice?
Yeah, fucking, he's the sweetest man on earth. Him and Redmatic. They're
Shout out to Redmatic. Redmatic's been here.
Yeah.
Respect to the Beat
I know,
Junkies.
right?
Yeah.
Red's the shit.
But I want to know. So you've been around Cypress Hill, the crew.
Yes.
I want to hear about that.
Oh man, what do I say? I'm young. So I try to get into the mix, but they're all OGs and it's intimidating as fuck sometimes.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But they smoke a lot.
Especially
Yeah.
Be Real, huh?
Yeah, I think I have fucking videos. The fattest joints that I've ever smoked in my life. Were
Like
within,
bigger than this.
Yeah,
Like-
bigger
like-
no, I have like literally hand.
Like-
I have fucking videos
Like-
bigger than that, like this. I had to hold it.
A joint like that.
Yeah,
You guys could. They smoke. They
yeah,
what?
yeah,
And they like a blunt, like a spliff.
yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So
That-
that's how you
that-
met, just smoking?
No, I met Bobo backstage when he was on tour with Cypress Junkies, which is a group that him and Rheumatic made called the Cypress Junkies.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No. So it's Redmatic from the Beat Junkies
And then
and
Bobo from Cypress Hill, they made a group together called the Cypress Junkies.
That's cool.
And they tour all over Europe as well.
So it's like DJ collabing with the rapper thing?
And they go back-to-back battles in their shows.
Like with the scratching, and then that's crazy. So you met him through that?
Yeah, I met him there in Paris, and then we hit it off. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing in Paris? And then I was like, I'm from Highland Park, me too. And then
once you said that,
and Rev's like, me too. And then we're like, we're all from Highland Park.
So that's already the Highland Park connection.
Yeah, and all the way from Paris.
That's crazy.
And that's the only reason I think I would ever had my foot in Cypress Hill's presence was because of Paris. There's no way you can just bump into
them
here. Like
no way.
It'd be rare.
No
even
way.
if you did, they wouldn't even care probably. Like
right. But it's because you were in Europe.
Yeah, and that
were they cool? How was Be Real cool?
Well, they weren't there.
Yeah.
It was just Bobo and Rep.
Yeah.
But I met Be Real after I went on tour with them. I followed them on tour.
You
and
did?
Then I think about 2 years ago, I just jumped around from show to show and followed them.
You
Did
met them
recaps.
like that? Backstage?
Backstage,
what's up?
smoking, yeah.
And they're chill?
And they're super chill. And then Rev's been on Be Real TV a few times, so I'm always around them.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan
They're
of that.
sick. Shout out to Cypress Hill, though. Because
one of my favorite groups.
The little inside of me, 16-year-old me, would not fucking ever believe I would be having dinner at homeboy's house while he's cooking for us. Like, what?
Barbecuing and everything.
Yeah, just shout out to Bobo.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, like you said, I want to talk about Highland Park again. Like, have you seen it change throughout the years?
Oh yeah,
gentrification.
Gentrification's
Go ahead.
crazy. But see, you're asking the wrong person about gentrification, because I have like a pros and cons kind of. Still, I don't know how I feel about it all the way.
Right.
So I do hate the fact that a lot of my friends got run out of their houses.
And that really happened.
Yeah, that really happened. A lot of them live in Victorville or like
Fresno or something.
But fuck,
Bakersfield.
Who knows where? Yeah, and it sucks. Like, and then they moved to Arizona, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Or Vegas.
I was in there many years. I lived out there many years.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. And then it just sucks. And it sucks to see them get like you know where they used to live get run out. And not only that, because they're upside down on their mortgage. People assume that gentrification means people are just gonna come and hand you double what your house is worth. No, it doesn't work like that.
They try to punk you.
Yeah.
For real.
They punk you forever, and then you're in debt, so you have no fucking choice.
Yeah, it's wrong.
It's really...
It's going on right here.
I believe
what they do is they buy the property. Then what they do is they check the soil and they go underneath. So, parking structure. They build these flats, these condos or some shit. Then they charge you $5,000 a month. Just for one room, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's really fucked up, and that's what they're doing. So I'm mad at that. I used to live in Highland Park, and to say I couldn't walk around before.
What do you mean you couldn't walk around?
Because I was affiliated, I couldn't walk around. Like I at certain times I wasn't allowed outside. You always hear the shootings were insane. They're starting to get bad again. I heard from what I heard. But you couldn't walk around, and I'm like tatted. I'm brown.
Yeah.
Like it was hard for me to like walk around without getting hit up or getting...
What does that mean? Getting hit up? Like where you from?
Yeah, where you from. Even from cops. And that was the...
Wait, cops say that now?
Yeah.
They say where you from?
The cops are the biggest gang in LA, you guys.
LAPD?
Yeah, they would punk us. They will come out the car and be like, where you from? Where you from?
That's right. The cops are talking like this?
Yeah. And then they'll diss you. Like, if you're from that gang.
They disrespect you?
No. So each gang has their way of dissing you. Like, they'll call you something.
Well, what do you mean? Give me an example.
That would sound like something else. Like,
with me, they would say, hey, Chino. Like,
no.
Or like, Chino Pequeño.
No. Yeah,
or
sure.
Yeah. Hey, Chino Pequeño. Hey, puto pequeño Chino.
Yeah, some shit like that. Hey. But more like they got like the gangs have nicknames that you diss them with.
Like Squeaky.
Yeah, I don't know. Like for example, like Avenues, they call them like noodles. Highland Park, they call them jalapenos, like stuff like that.
Oh, so it's kind of like a disrespectful word to make them look soft.
No. Yeah. So this. They're gang. So instead of the Avenues, it's like.
Hey, noodle. Hey, like wet noodles.
Yeah.
And
hey,
they're like, what you say?
Yeah, exactly.
And no, that's gonna cause conflict.
Yeah, but you know that he's calling you that because you're a gang affiliated with that gang. So then they start doing that. They start punking people and being like, "Where you from? That's right, you noodle. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" They'll start like harassing
instigating.
And that would happen to me. I would get followed by cops.
Wait, they'll follow you?
Follow me all the way home and harass me.
Wait, in driving? When you're walking?
Yeah.
So you're walking down the street and they're like...
harassing me the whole way.
What are you supposed
Yeah.
to do with
You
that?
ignore them, and then
So
they, then,
but
and
they
then
shine their lights on you.
yeah, and then they say, "Where you going? Where you going? Why are you dressed like that? I bet you're from here. What the fuck? Where's your mom?" Or they'll be just saying shit, and I'll be like, "I'm of age. Get the fuck out of, like, can you please leave me alone?" And then they get offended, and then they stop you, and then they put handcuffs on you and put you in the
Is
corner.
that legal? They can't put.
Yeah, they do that, and then they'll tell you when they decide that they're gonna unhandcuff you because they have no reason to handcuff you, and then you keep asking them why are they arresting you, and then they say that they need to check, make sure you're good. Can't keep you sitting there for like half an hour for no reason. They take their handcuffs on you and say goodnight.
What? That's happened.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's happened to me so many times. So I couldn't walk around. I would get hit up by cops. I would get hit up by gangs. It was people were getting shanked like down the street. Someone was getting down. Like you just couldn't walk around. It was dangerous.
What about during the daytime, like at noon or
No,
something?
no, then you're fine. Yeah,
At-
during the day it was like nothing.
So during the day you're cool.
yeah,
But at
still
night-
hot. It's still hot, but it's not like super hot as it is like at nighttime.
At night it's a different story.
Yeah, that's what hot means. Like
Yeah.
it's hot.
So
out there.
when they say, like, let's say a rival crew or something says, "Where are you from?" How do you answer back to that?
With your gang, if you're from a gang, but if you want to be, and you know they're, and if you know this is the thing that happens too, you know you're from a gang, and you know that they're your rival gang, you don't even want to say where you're from.
You don't.
But you have to.
Is that a rule?
Yes.
Or else they might check you.
Yeah. So then your own gang will check you for not claiming. Yeah.
How would they find out? They'll just through the streets.
Because the streets
The
will
code,
say,
the code of streets.
Yeah, they'll go and blabber it out to the whole neighborhood how you were a little
You
bitch.
punked
You're
out.
a little bitch and you didn't claim and you cried and you held yourself.
So
Like-
you're making the gang look weak if you
Yeah.
don't stand up for it.
Exactly.
So it's like you're kind of like.
If
it's
you
kind of a
don't,
catch-22.
if you don't say
Holy
anything,
smokes.
yeah, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, regardless.
So when you say, let's say you do say it, but is there a way in your energy? Do you have to say, "Hey fool, boom," and you say it?
well, the ones that are loked out, the dudes that are all like,
What does
about
locked out
it,
mean? What does that mean?
Like lit, like I don't know.
They're like
Yeah, ready to just
they're
die
ready
for the
to
gang.
do it. Yo, oh my
Yeah,
God,
they're the
he's
ones,
a soldier.
Yeah, they're the ones that will scream it at you as soon as they see you. If you say what's up, where you from, they'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna make up a gang.
Right. Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, and
then
then if the other person, I've seen it where they get intimidated and they back off and they're like, oh shit.
so it can work to their advantage.
Yeah.
But it's such a
It-
psychological
it's like
event.
it's like the bear trigger. So you scare the bear will run away.
Yeah,
Type of shit.
like
yeah.
that. So
It's a gamble. Like you just never
It's
know.
gambling.
You never know what kind of fool you're gonna encounter. So you just gotta be ready. That Sugar Free says you gotta stay ready.
crazy. So you just have to, when you're walking, do you always have to like be aware of
Yeah.
that? You're like always.
Yeah, that's how I was when I was growing up. Yeah.
So how did you learn that? Just the environment, like where
just,
to walk down and what to do.
and there's certain streets you don't walk down because that's where the
Who
crews
teaches you
are.
that?
The streets do.
The streets do.
Yeah, they
So
start
don't
telling
go-
you, don't go down there. Someone just got beat up, and you know, okay, someone just got beat up there, so I don't go around there again. Or the enemies just moved into this block. Don't come because now they kick it outside, so then just don't walk down that block.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was like that. Yeah, so I couldn't. So yeah, back to that. So I couldn't walk around, and now I can walk around without feeling like I'm gonna get shot up. Or
When did that
bullied.
start changing for you?
During gentrification, I left.
All through gentrification.
Yeah, that's what happened. So it's just kind of like,
So it's now it's like white guys that look like Jesus and they
yeah,
have a
it's,
guitar.
but that's fucking weird. I've been gone.
You know,
well,
yeah.
I moved to Vegas for 4 years.
I
so-
just got back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You live over there?
No. My friend had a comedy show and he had an extra room in his hotel room.
How was it?
So I helped with selling his merch.
Oh, cool.
Dude, there's some shady elements in Vegas too.
Vegas is a
There are
whole.
some characters walking
Vegas
down
is
the
a whole other
street.
podcast. Let's not talk about
It's
Vegas.
crazy.
I lived there for 4 years, so I have stories.
It's
for
crazy.
days.
There's stuff going there. There's scams and all kinds of weird stuff.
It's a whole mafia-driven city, dude.
There's hustles. There's scams.
No, like
and
the real mafia runs
really?
that whole fucking
That thing?
city. Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah, dude, that's crazy.
I had a woman stop me on the street, and she was in a car, like a Cadillac, and we parked because we wanted to do vlogging off the strip. And she goes, "Hey, you, what's your name?" to me. So I go, I didn't know if I should say Steebee, because that's my podcast. So I just said, Steve. And she goes, oh, I knew it. I watch your podcast. And I
That's
go,
so
oh,
cool.
trip out. And then so she pulled to the side. And then when she got out, because I couldn't see what she was wearing, she was wearing high heels and this crazy dress, crazy like prom dress, like kind of makeup a little worn off. And so I was just, me and Jeremiah, we took a picture with her, but then we were just kind of talking. And we're like, oh, what do you do? It was like 3-4 in the morning or something. I go, what are you doing out, Leslie? What do you do? And she goes, oh, I'm a lady of the night. So,
I love it.
So, but the thing is, I don't know what that. He knew what that meant.
But you didn't know what
No,
that.
no, I didn't
What?
know. I thought.
What you think she was Catwoman?
No, I was thinking that, the Roy Orbison, a lady in red is dancing. I thought it was like, I don't know. I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
But when she left, because she left and she goes, keep up the good content. I'm a fan. I like your podcast. She was cool.
Yeah.
But then she drove away, and then I turned to Jeremiah and go, what's Lady of the Night? And he looks around like this.
Like, bro.
Yeah, and he
come
goes
on.
like this. He goes, hooker, dude. Duh, hooker. I go, oh. I was tripping out because once he said that, and then I thought, she watches my podcast.
That's so cool.
That's crazy.
You'd be surprised who watches this
I know
podcast.
that's crazy, but because
Yeah.
I thought like just a bunch of like squares or like nerdy dudes who play Warzone or something.
And you're about to
watch
have a
it.
bunch of cholos gonna be watching your shit after this.
Really? That's crazy. I'll be at In-N-Out Burger. Hey, bro, where you from? I'll be like, In-N-Out Burger.
Steebee Weebee.
In-N-Out Burger crew. I
Every
love
day.
In-N-Out, but I eat it 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like it?
Yeah, I do,
It's
but
delicious.
not for 4 times a week.
Every night, almost every night.
That's wild.
Let's get back to your trajectory because it's getting more positive.
Yeah.
When did you start doing your thing, directing videos? You know what I mean, and all that, going on tour. I want to get to that.
So
Yeah.
okay. After I got back I lived in Vegas for a little bit, moved back. When I moved back, I ended up landing an amazing job at Sony Pictures.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
And IT actually pursued computer science in college, and I'm a computer science major, and I started fixing computers for a living.
That's
and
crazy.
I ended up landing a job there that was temporary, turned into a full-time job, and I worked for them for about 4.5 years.
Crazy.
And I had my own little team already. I had a lot of good work. Everything was going great, making a lot of money. It was great, and then I started feeling stuck. I started getting depressed. I didn't understand why, and I felt like I just reached my peak at my dream job too quick. I was only like 24 when I got my dream job, and it was like, this is it. It started scaring me, and I started falling in love with photography and photos because of work. I would use their camera that I would use for physical damages to take pictures for warranty purposes.
Yeah.
So I started just sneaking that shit out of work, and I would go to Reverie's shows, and I knew she needed photos, so I was like, well, there's this fucking cool camera that I know is worth a lot of fucking
And
money.
you're using it?
Yeah, so I
So
started
you're
just
just getting
using it.
pictures?
Yeah, and I started using it in auto first, just
Yeah.
taking photos.
Yeah.
And I would just give them to her unedited, like,
Here you go.
post them.
So
do
she could
whatever
post
you
them on her
want.
website or social media. Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
she wanted. Just like didn't think anything of it. It was just fun. And then I started looking up the camera online, and I was like,
How much was it?
that camera was like probably like an $800 camera. I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot which one it was compared to what I have now. It was a little camera, you know. And then I looked up online what it does, and I was like, holy shit!
You could do video.
People not only video. People could do crazy shit with this camera.
With that camera?
Yeah. And
Well, do
I
you
was,
remember what camera it was?
Ah,
Sony?
damn.
Was it a Sony?
Yeah, it was a Sony, a small cyber shot.
Okay. No,
I
that's
think
okay.
it's called. I don't remember what
But
it's
it
called.
was a Sony.
It was a Sony camera as
Yeah.
Sony. And then I started looking into it, and I was like, oh, cool. So what else does this shit do? Then I realized there's editing involved. That's why people's photos look like that. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm really
Photo
good with-
editing.
yeah. So I'm like, I'm cool with software, so I guess I'll learn Photoshop. So I started learning Photoshop. And then from there, someone told me, no, you have to use Lightroom.
Yeah.
So then I started getting into Lightroom, and I started getting really proficient at that. And then someone else told me you should just shoot raw. And then after that, I went all out. Like, I started taking, like, all these classes online on YouTube University. And I started fucking, like, just getting obsessed over this piece
Obsessed
of
with it.
equipment.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what the fuck? I want to get
crazy.
this good.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
get this
yeah.
good. So I started like doing boot camp on my own.
What's boot camp?
Boot camp, like photo boot camp. I would like every week I would give myself lessons that I needed to learn. Like,
Oh, so you would make your own boot camp?
yeah.
Like studying?
Yeah, I would be like, okay, portraiture this week. Next week's gonna be long exposures. Next week's gonna be sports or whatever the fuck. I just wanted to learn every aspect
Like
of
even
it.
nature too?
Nature.
Yeah,
I would do. I know how to do every fucking type of photography. Thank God I.
Well,
made
what's your
myself.
dream photography job? Like a Nat Geo maybe? Like animals maybe?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a stick.
Oh,
Album
okay.
covers. I'm sticking to album
Okay,
covers.
album covers.
Album covers
Yeah.
and just fucking magazine shit.
And
like,
then I
for
noticed
sure.
too, you have like I saw that picture with you and Slug. Like you took picture of Slug from
Yeah,
Atmosphere.
I love Slug.
Shout out to Slug, and Ryan
He's,
Sayers.
I
and,
love him.
Yeah. How'd you meet? How'd you meet? Just real quick.
Slug, we met in Sunset 4 years ago.
Oh, in
right before
Minnesota.
them.
So
Yeah.
Soundset is a festival they do in Minnesota. It's like a hip hop event.
And it's massive.
How big is it? It's pretty. It grew, huh?
What the fuck? It looks like I felt like a little human with all those ants, and it was just weird. The weirdest thing. It was the biggest show I've ever been in.
So you were with Reverie there?
Yeah, and that's how we met.
Like backstage?
That
or
was
what?
like 4 years ago
That's
now. And I
crazy.
I barely took photos. I was just there.
No, you got a good picture of him. I saw it on your Instagram.
Yeah, the old, this new one.
Yeah. It has like a real crisp and clean like of him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Slug. So he's been supporting me ever since.
He's
he
cool.
met
He was
me.
nice to you.
Yeah, he met my mom. He took
Wait,
my
Slug-
mom.
How did Slug meet your mom?
My I don't. My mom. I told my mom about Slug and that I love Slug,
Yeah.
and he told me, "Oh, I'm gonna be in Vegas." And my mom lives in Vegas.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, bring her out here, show her what you do." I'm like, "She doesn't take me serious." I was telling him, I was venting to him one day that my mom doesn't take my photography serious.
Yeah.
And she just said, "Why the photo and should keep fixing computers?" And he's like, "Well, bring her to a show so she understands."
Yeah.
And I brought her, and,
That's what's
and
up.
she was the only one backstage with her. Everybody
So
was so mad.
she got impressed.
Yeah,
dude.
my mom loves Slug now.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, she loves him.
So your mom was chilling with Slug?
Yeah, in the backstage. There's pictures on Twitter.
That's
and everything.
crazy, dude.
So cool.
Yeah.
My mom's
Oh,
lit.
rest in peace, Idea as
I
well.
know.
Yeah.
Idea's a shit.
Yeah. Really talented.
Dopest fucking hype man ever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dope. Let's get back to your positive trajectory. So you got better at editing and photography.
I got better at editing and photography. I got all obsessed. And then Rev's like, I need somebody to come with me on tour. Would you be down? And I said, no, I can't. I have a fucking full-time job.
You told her that?
Yeah, she knows that. And then she's like, well, she would always joke around with me like, one day I'm gonna fucking hire you. You're gonna leave your job.
And then be my all-time
Yeah,
on the road.
Yeah, on
dog.
the road. Yeah, and then I was like, and what we're thinking was obviously first clerical, like handle my emails, my bookings, make sure I'm fucking in places on time. It was a lot of that, and then do some photos here and there. It wasn't even anything like crazy, like a formal position like that. So I told her, well, I have a fucking job here, and it's like my career. What do I do? And she's like, well, you look unhappy as fuck. We barely see you.
Because she knows you like
work.
a sister, doesn't
Yeah.
she? Yeah.
She knew I was starting to like really like die out, and she's like, you need something else in your life. Like, what are you gonna do?
Whoa,
And
that's a
then-
home. Like, if
Yeah.
she's saying stuff like that's a person who loves you.
I
like,
know.
you
She
know what
does.
I mean?
She does. She
Yeah,
loves
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I listened to her, and I was like, and I had this crazy opportunity to leave work, and I said, fuck, let me just try it, and let's see what happens.
How'd you
And
break it to your boss? Like, hey, I have this
to
opportunity.
this day, they think I'm crazy. Well, now they don't think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
They thought I was crazy. They first said, "Are you for sure?" And then they said, "If you need anything, please let us know." Like, if you, they were just like confused as fuck. What was I
Yeah,
doing?
your boss.
Yeah, they offered me a job again like a couple years ago. It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So you dipped and you.
yeah, I said, fuck it, let's
Let's
try
do
it
it,
out.
let's do it.
I said I was gonna give myself a year just to see what happens.
What was the first tour you went on? Like, do you remember that?
Yeah, it was a tour with her and Gavlin, I think.
We've had Gavlin on here too.
Oh, yeah,
so shout out to Gavlin. Yeah.
I love Gavlin. That's
Oh,
my
that's the
homegirl.
homie- that is-
Yeah, that's like my sister.
So that's
now,
your
too.
familia, right? That's your
all-
family. That's
my
your family.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's them.
Like, you grew up with her too?
Nah, she came into the picture after,
But she's a part of the crew.
But we love Gavlin.
Yeah,
Gavlin's, Gavlin's one of us. Yes.
Are you cool with Blimes too?
Yeah, that's my girlfriend. We actually worked at Sony Pictures together.
Shout out to Blimes too. She's been on here. They've all been here.
I know. Those are all my
crazy.
girls.
It was your turn.
I know.
Those are your whole family.
How was I not here?
It was you. No, but you we were gonna get you on.
Yeah.
And look out for a Reverie Part 2 Because I was trying to look for you. I was messaging you frantically. I'm like, God, did she see my message? Because, you know. And then I reached out to Reverie and go, hey, Reverie, I'm sorry to bother you. I know you're busy. I'm looking for Enkrypt, like, and I want her to come. And then she goes, oh, yeah. When are we going to do a part 2 with me, too?
She's awesome.
She's like, I just got 2 more songs done. I go, oh, we're going to make that happen.
Yeah, she's lit. Check her out. She's the hardest working person I've ever fucking met.
We have, like, right here, dude. I have her sticker right there. Yeah. And then I have her email.
That was based off of a photo I took of her.
Oh, you took that photo?
I took a photo and they made it.
Like that?
It. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you took a year, and then what kinds of things what events were you going to?
We were just doing a lot of touring. Right after, me and Rev went touring, I was doing a lot of her just taking photos, making sure she was on time on places, and then I turned into her tour manager, like, I think after the second
Wait,
tour.
you said tour manager?
Yeah.
So you're doing tour management too?
Yeah.
How did you learn? That's a lot of things to learn.
I learned because her previous tour manager ended up getting pregnant and moving somewhere, and she couldn't physically tour with them anymore.
Yeah.
So I was just a photographer and the PA, the personal assistant, and eventually I started just taking on those tasks little by little.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want Rev to talk to anyone directly anymore.
They had to go through you.
Yeah, because it was awkward. People act weird with money and make artists feel uncomfortable when it comes to money.
Yeah.
And it was just like this barrier that I knew didn't work.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to start saying, where the fuck is the money?
You're going to do
it's not awkward.
So you handled that.
Yeah.
Did you have to do like book the hotels or
I didn't have to
sound check?
So I would work with the booking agent. She was a booking agent. I was just a tour manager, so I wouldn't book anything. She would do all the booking.
Okay.
So, but I had to set up the itinerary. I had my my app with our itinerary every day, our tickets. I would have to wake up the girls, wake myself up, make sure everybody ate, because sometimes we would forget to eat because it would be so on the
busy.
go. Yeah, making sure everybody was like alive and not depressed.
That's
Making sure none of us checking in on each other. I would eat shit all the time. I would always fall. I would be hurt. Like, making sure.
Like you would fall?
Yeah, I would fall.
Wait, like on stage?
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. Yeah.
Because I would get too crazy.
So did you So what cities were you like? What kind of where were you going?
Mostly I'm not gonna go into cities, but most countries that we went to was like Switzerland, Germany.
Went to Switzerland?
Yeah, we kick it in Switzerland a lot.
Is it cool?
Switzerland's like Disneyland for real.
Really?
It looks fake, dude. I'm not even kidding. Like,
what's so different about it?
The grass is really green. The cows they don't look like they have cancer. I'm dead ass.
Wow.
We had this game where like someone gets $1 if you find trash on the floor, and you could never find trash.
There's no trash in Switzerland.
No.
I'm writing Switzerland down.
No trash. Fuck, the hip hop fucking community is cool in Zurich. I think that's the most like grungiest that I even seen.
What Zurich?
Zurich. It was the most grungy. That's it. Besides that, everything's like Disneyland.
That's crazy. What are the people like?
Really nice. Fucking the Swiss is really nice. They're really nice, and everyone speaks English, so it's cool.
In Switzerland, yeah.
So and it's French, English. And
it's mostly white people?
Yeah.
There's no like ethnicities there?
You know what? We hung out with a lot of like Persian dudes, I think, that were mixed, and French people.
And they were out living there?
Yeah, so in Switzerland, it's Germans, French, and Swiss together, kind of.
And it's a mix of that.
Yeah, and then they have Swiss German, which is a completely different language from German.
It's a different language?
Yeah.
Damn.
So they have their own, in Switzerland, they have their own German.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
What's the weather like? Was it cold?
It's always, and it's cold. It's fucking cold. But when it's sunny, it's so beautiful.
It's so nice.
It's so beautiful.
So what other this is interesting.
Germany.
You
Germany's
been there?
Lit. Yeah, I love Germany.
What city?
Berlin. I love Berlin.
Berlin,
Munich is cool.
What's the buildings? Old building structures?
Yeah, everything's like medieval, very gothic.
It looks like medieval.
Gothic.
Yeah.
We even went to Nuremberg. That's where like the big marches for like Hitler, and you see all the like in the textbooks.
Yeah.
We were there. I wasn't gonna do
really
the sign.
there.
I wasn't gonna do the sign. My hand was right. I'm like, she saw me. She got scared. Like,
she got scared. Oh, she got scared.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we went through all of that, and that's where like the most like oldest buildings and Europe are.
Yeah.
So Germany's cool because everybody speaks English too.
Yeah.
So they're
What about
not-
London?
I've never been to the UK.
Okay, and then
France is
Fran-
different.
is-
France is different.
What do you mean different?
The French hate us. They just,
Oh,
they just hate
right,
us.
right. Oh, because the
Yeah.
history, the wars, yeah.
Yeah, they just
all
don't
that.
really like us. You know,
Yeah.
like in Germany, if you get lost in the train station, someone's gonna stop and help you.
But
In France, no one gives a fuck. Like no.
They
one
ain't gonna
cares.
help you?
Yeah, they don't. And then they sometimes pretend like they don't understand you.
They pretend, they
Yeah.
intentionally do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah, let's say you're like, excuse me. They're like,
oh,
pretend like you. They don't even fucking hear you.
that's crazy.
And I'm telling you, this is for real because I have French friends
Yeah.
that literally sit there and talk to me how America sucks for like 30 minutes. And I have to just sit there and like listen to it. And I'm like,
That's crazy.
bro, are you done?
Yeah.
Like, are you done? Like, I'm tired of hearing you talking shit about
Yeah,
me.
oh,
But the food is disgusting. I'm
Yeah.
like,
What are they eating? Crepes and shit? Come on.
hey, you know what's so weird? Like, shout out to my French homies, but I
Yeah.
don't understand how they think their food's more superior than ours. But then again, I'm Mexican, so I don't know. I don't
They
know
don't got-
American food like that. I
They
guess.
don't got enchiladas and asada. They don't have
But
any of that
Mex-
shit.
you know, but that's not really an American though. I guess American to them is like hamburgers and fast food.
They don't have cheeseburgers out there?
Because we did fuck them up. Every fast food place that you see in Europe is American.
See that? There's Burger King, McDonald's.
I feel it though. It's pretty trash.
Yeah.
It is trash. But that's what they see America as like. And to me, I don't see that because I'm Mexican American. So I see enchiladas. I see burritos.
love it.
I see fusion food. To me, American food is fusion food. Like
Yeah.
Vietnamese, American.
You like Korean food or what?
I love, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up. You're always welcome here.
K92.
That's
in
what's
San
up. Shout them
Gabriel.
out, dude.
K92 in San
Yeah,
Gabriel.
what kind of Korean you
Fire.
like? You like the stew, kimchi jjigae?
Yeah, kimchi's
You like
cool.
kimchi
Yeah,
jjigae?
yeah,
Like
with
the stew, the soup.
really
Yeah.
when it's boiling
Yeah,
hot in
yeah,
front
with
of
the
you.
tofu in
It's
it.
fire, yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that, yeah. With the egg.
You know what? It's similar to Latino, like Mexican food too.
yeah,
Because
for
the
sure.
spicy.
Like maybe like a hot pozole with tofu.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, but the meats and stuff, because y'all
Yeah.
marinate it nice.
Yeah. I was very impressed.
Oh, we're already. Time flew by, huh? We
All
gotta
right.
do part 2, part 3. You gotta come back.
All right, for
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
it goes
So
on.
we're down to the last 10 minutes. Can we? I want to really promote like what you got going on in the future.
Tight.
Again, like your merch or future tours or where they could get your photos or whatever.
Okay, cool. Well, fucking just recap on what I do more in
Mm-hmm.
depth. So I'm a director, photographer. I'm also a designer, and I am a tour manager, and I'm a creative director, and I help freaking uplift people's careers.
Yeah.
Visually, strategically, I'm really good at marketing. Just this year I started landing like my life went like a whole 360 within the past year. Now I live in a fucking penthouse in downtown. Shout out to life and God,
That's
because
crazy.
it wasn't
You're
for
in a penthouse.
yeah, bro.
So
I went
you're
from being
from-
homeless. to a
Homeless.
penthouse.
Hold up. Homeless on
Yeah.
the east
Yeah.
to a penthouse in downtown Los Angeles.
Yes.
Holy smoke.
Life is crazy.
You're really in a penthouse?
Yeah, literally. PH is my fucking floor. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's your floor on the elevator?
PH.
There's an
yes.
elevator?
There's an elevator.
So you
It
go
says
beep,
PH.
it goes up.
Yeah.
And it opens up to your crib?
No, it opens up to another
the floor?
another 6 penthouses, but mine's like on that side.
What?
And I'm on 14 this way. Yeah.
So
So you
you're-
guys have my address now.
That's
Fuck.
crazy.
I wasn't trying not to say it.
But you're
Remember.
in a penthouse.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Do your friends trip out on
yeah,
you? or
yeah.
what?
I bring my homies around like. From
Do
the
they
hood.
trip out or what? They look scared or
Wait,
what?
no, last time they were all
They're
there,
looking at the ground like, oh,
no,
shit.
last time they were crying. They were like, "We're so proud of you.
Oh,
I can't believe
damn,
it."
that's
yeah, it's
crazy.
it's weird. My life is weird, but yeah. So
Damn.
yeah, it's been great.
So if people want to hire you for directing or like, how do
hit
they
me
how do they
up.
get a hold of you?
EnkryptLosAngeles@gmail.com.
Enkrypt again is with a K.
ENKRYPT Los Angeles, all one word,
Mm-hmm.
.com. You can follow me on IG. Everywhere is Enkrypt Los Angeles. You could even Google me, Enkrypt space Los Angeles, and
Yeah.
you'll find me everywhere.
When you gonna re-up your? I would
want a
buy.
brown
I would
love?
buy that. I would buy one.
Dan,
right
you
now.
want to see my jacket, dude?
Yeah, break it out.
Watch, you're gonna
break
be
it
impressed.
out.
Hold on, put this.
Yeah. Is it the same style or what's the deal?
Yeah,
Let me check it out. Let me hold it. Let me hold it and put it.
Embroidered, bro.
Let me see. I'm gonna flash it. Yeah, go ahead. Have a seat again. Damn, it's Dickies too.
Yeah, dude.
What the?
Just to make that jacket, you have no idea how much it costs to fucking just make it. But I made 35 of these, and they sold out already. But look at this detail. Damn. This shit even made it on HBO. Oh, shout out to HBO Max. HBO Max.
Go ahead. Shout out.
The Hype. Shout out to the Hype.
Dickies.
Yeah, it's just bad looking. Look, and then we did this
Dude,
bandana.
it's embroidered in there.
This bandana sleeve, the patch right here.
Oh, it's a bandana sleeve.
Yo.
Dude, check it out.
Yeah,
this is crazy cool.
Thank you. It's a fucking piece.
Are you gonna re-up on these?
No, never again.
So this is limited edition.
Yeah, that's it.
But what about the T-shirts? I wanna.
And this is the tee right here. Yeah, I got you
Yeah,
on the tee.
yeah. What's up? I would rock it everywhere.
I'll re-up. Yeah.
Yeah,
sick.
dude. What do you wear?
Oh my god! Let me show you the beef. You would fuck with the Be Fucking Nice to watch. This one's super lit.
Yeah.
I'll show you. This is Be Fucking Nice. Where is it? Oh yeah. So these were the Be Fucking Nice shirts.
Dang,
so I made my
sick.
own like happy face and shit.
That's sick.
There you go.
Oh yeah. How do we get one of those?
Those are gonna be restocked soon.
Yeah, when? Where? Where do they get it? Where do they get it?
Enkrypt Los Angeles.
Okay, so when you re-up in a month,
yeah,
go to Enkrypt with the K, Los Angeles. Is that your social? That's your Instagram.
No, that's my
website.
My website, enkryptlosangeles.com, and then everywhere else is Enkrypt Los Angeles.
What else you got? Beanies? Like what else you got? Hats?
No, so I have. I'm gonna have pins, little.
Like pins, yeah.
I'm gonna have a Cholotron, my Cholotron drop.
Wait, what's Cholotron?
So I
wait, hold up. What is that? What's Cholotron?
Oh, I see Cholotron.
Yeah, what's up? Come on, let's plug it.
Cholotron's
let's plug the Cholotron.
So I made a 1964 Impala into a Transformer.
Oh, I'm writing that down. Cholotron. Like
it's
Tron, the movie Tron?
Yeah,
that's one of my favorites growing up.
I'll show you.
With Flynn?
You're gonna get a kick out of this. This is
Cholotron.
So I thought to myself, so I got this lowrider. Okay, this is how it started. I got this lowrider.
Yeah, yeah, because you have some beautiful ink.
Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Where'd you get your artwork done?
My homegirl, white hair from Heartless.
Yeah.
Tattoos. She's dope. So I got this tattoo from her, and I was thinking to myself while I was wearing the Transformer shirts.
Yeah.
And I was just like, sometimes I have crazy ideas out of nowhere, and then I was just like in pain. What the fuck? No one's ever made Transformers out of lowriders. And then it just
Transformers out of lowriders.
Yeah,
that's genius.
No one's ever fucking done it.
But so you thought of that?
Yeah.
What makes you think about these crazy ideas?
I'm telling you, I was fucking getting tatted, bro. I don't know.
You just think it?
Yeah, I just thought about it.
And in your penthouse in downtown LA, she brainstorms, yo.
Right? Yeah. So I just fucking went crazy with the idea, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta make this shit happen. And I looked it up everywhere, all over Google. No one's ever done it. No one's ever done it. So I fucking did it, and now it's my staple shit, and this is him. Look. We could zoom in that. That's Cholotron.
Can I show the camera? Let me just
the camera. Cholotron. Oh, shit, I got you. That's Cholotron, bruh.
You got it?
I'm sick.
We got it.
Tight.
Yeah, she's just focusing in. Yeah, good promotions or what?
Thank you. Yeah. Good looking.
Yeah.
That's Cholotron though. So I made keychains of him.
Yes, but you can get this at your website one more time.
Yeah. So enkryptlosangeles.com with the ENKRYPT Los Angeles, all one word.
Maybe in the future you can have a store on Fairfax like house. You know what I mean?
Dude, that would
like
be
you know what I mean?
That's the goal.
Dude, you deserve it.
That's
I mean, you're from LA. It's the authentic thing.
Yeah, and
people would support that.
I know they do.
But what if you had your own store? That would be sick. The Reverie could slang her shit. You could slang your shit. You know what I'm saying?
She could be posted right next to me. It'd be
yeah, she could have her own section.
Yeah, no, her whole store next to me.
Imagine even like the store, it would look like you could get like your homies to do a piece in there.
It would be so lit.
You know what I mean?
You're manifesting this shit.
Dude,
what's up?
That would be sick. Near Cantor's.
10 years later.
Near Cantor's?
That would be
like
fucking
it on
sick.
The corner or something?
Right on Melrose?
Yeah.
That would be sick.
That would be lit. Dude, you would own like the whole building of the house.
We'll be doing a lot of shit by then for sure.
For sure.
And this is just me by myself doing all
You're
this
doing
shit.
this not by yourself?
Why not hire artists? Yeah, and I just fucking curate all of it by myself. I do all the photo and video promo.
You do all of it?
All of it.
So you do everything.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's my brain.
Dude, your family must be proud.
I love my mom.
Come on. Again, so is there anything we missed? Do you want to plug a couple other things? Oh, wait, your Instagram again?
Yeah, if you guys want to book me for anything, video shoots, I direct commercials, I do ads, documentaries, music videos. Hit me up, album covers, that's my specialty, conceptual photo shoots, that's my thing, street shit.
So as far as pricing, let's say there's an indie band from East Los.
$1 million cash.
Okay, so $1 million.
I'm just kidding.
And they want you, they like your stuff. How do they reach out to you? Through your Instagram?
Yeah, through either my email, enkryptlosangeles@gmail.com, or my website. Everything there will direct you straight to me.
That's what's up.
And I have a Google Voice number that you can call on my IG.
Oh, that's smart. I just started getting hip to that. So you could get a Google number.
Yeah.
Just for Google?
And if it gets too creepy, then you just deactivate it and change your number.
Right.
But that doesn't change your number.
That's crazy.
Is that kind of like a...
So it's a temporary number that you could just...
It's not temporary. You can actually keep it, but it'll just redirect that phone call into your phone.
Oh,
so
people they don't have your phone number.
Yeah, they just have that.
Oh.
Yeah, so you guys don't have my real number, but you can call me. I'll still text you.
That's crazy.
You can text it like it's for regular phone and everything. Yeah.
Well, dude, you're always welcome back.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for the Reverie Part 2 as well. And then when y'all hitting the road again?
I don't know. Due to COVID, we have no idea yet.
Okay, but look out for that.
Yep.
Okay.
And shout out to my friend Andrew, by the way. He watches you.
He really?
Yeah.
Do a couple other shout outs too. Any other shout outs?
Shout out to the whole team. Shout out to Rev, Loudon. Shout out to Cav. Fucking shout out to everyone who's been pulling shit out for me. Marissa, Peluche. I love y'all. Fuck. Everybody who's been fucking creating with me. Brandy, Jen. Danny, love you guys. Like, shit's wild right now. So thanks everybody for writing for me. Shout out to my mom and Andrew. We're here with Steebee.
Andrew, we love you, man. Thanks for supporting and watching, man. We love you over here
for sure.
At the Steebee Weebee Show. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. We do have a Patreon attached to the show if you want to help support the podcast. So it survives and thrives. Go to patreon.com/SteebeeWeebee. We do have a website too. Just know that the orders are delayed. This is my merch. I write everything down handwritten. SteebieWeebieShow.com. Instagram /QUANGOU. And I can't forget this. I do another podcast with my buddy Jeremiah Watkins. We are called Scissor Bros. Go to youtube.com/Scissor Bros. Subscribe today. Okay, we could use that. And those episodes drop every Friday. Okay, and tell a friend. And then we do have a P.O. box. If you want to send any kind of fan mail or packages, send all your stuff to 1425 North Cherokee Avenue, P.O. Box 1391, LA, California 90093. It was an honor having you. That was sick.
Sorry.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
That was sick.
And we're off.
My buddy Skip is a trip, feeling blue like a crib. Framed for robbing a bank, letting loose from the hip. He really couldn't predict this script was so full of angst. Him and Henry Woodpeckers did a song that danced that big. Oh, rodeo man in the West, you can. You're the best on the land to bless the sands. Do the bull with your hand, oh Skip, you can. Get that fucking bull, pull on that rope. Feeling still crazy, maintaining against the grain. Making me wanna get in a plane. The pain inside my brain never ends sustain. I'm down for the count on the ground freight train. Living today, don't give it away. They're preaching the praise, the raise. Shining it down to mightiest crowns, the finest of frowns delayed. Skippy's afraid, he feels betrayed. Live this way, can deal with shade. His fate is spade, he made the greatest blade in a charade of pain. I am not a man, I am an animal, a male. I live by maritime, the law of water, about to sail. Where my mother had me, I slipped out of her canal. What you call a sailing ship is named after a I'm going down.